Hello again everyone, welcome back to another episode of Landric Plays the Darkest Dungeon. We are back in the Landric estate, and we've got another notice from the town crier. There has been a robbery. Operations will be suspended temporarily, but given the limited avenues of egress from the hamlet, officials are optimistic that the thieves will be apprehended shortly. So the safe from the casino has been stolen, the gambling hall is now locked, but I guess by way of recompense, the bar and brothel are now half price, so yay! So I guess the first thing we're going to do is let's sort everyone by stress. In fact, let's go to the embark screen. We'll remove these guys, and then when we sort them by stress, we'll have a properly sorted list. There we go. So we've got Tang Sok at the top, who's super stressed, and heals less stress, which isn't great. So we'll probably put them, I guess, in the brothel. Yep. So the caretaker's taking up one of those slots, but you can go there. I suppose I should have checked if anyone can only go in there, because I've just used up all of those slots, but I will. I guess we'll put you in the bar, and then Dismas is the next most stressed, but he's got 34 stress. We'll probably put him in the penance hall. Or not the penance hall, the cloister? Yeah, the cloister, the sort of the cheapest one over here. Costs quite a bit more to ease his stress because he's such a highly leveled adventurer, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so with that out of the way, we came back with a whole heap of portraits last time, so let's see if there's anything we can upgrade. So, not this one, but I think maybe the guild. Was it the guild that we wanted to upgrade? So we can almost upgrade the training regime, but I think we want the instructor mastery next. So is there really nothing else we can upgrade? You take 1,000,000 crests. Stagecoach maybe? Aha! So here is something we can do, and in fact this might be quite useful. Experienced recruits, so we'll get a bunch of people who are level 1 instead of level 0, which is quite nice. We'll use all of our busts, but otherwise that should be quite useful. Could also upgrade the roster because we are full again. So even if we get more experienced recruits, they're not going to be much use to us until we free up some space somehow. So maybe we'll put a bunch of people straight to the Darkest Dungeon and see how they get on. I'm sure that will free up some space. Can we upgrade you? Nope. Well, I mean yes, but I don't really want to. You guys both take... No, you don't take paintings either. What takes paintings? We've got so many. There we go. So we could upgrade the bar, which I should have done ahead of time, really. I think we upgrade the... what was I just looking at? Stagecoach, yeah. Let's upgrade that. So we'll grab this one, and almost can afford this one. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's trade a painting for some crests, and then we'll unlock this one as well. So next time we'll get a couple of level 1 heroes.
Even here, in the mud and rain.
And that will help us. That'll help us take on the next couple of bosses. And speaking of which, so we've been waiting for I don't remember how many weeks for Stuckley to come back from their little adventure. So I think now that they are back, we've unlocked 3 bosses. Wow! So we have the Sodden Crew in the Cove, the Sonorous Prophet in the Ruins, and the Inchoate? Don't know. The Horrible Flesh. So we have plenty of decisions. So let's see who we're going to bring with us first. Let's sort by level, and we'll sort by lowest level first because these are all apprentice bosses. So we're going to take Roz, Brickville, and Fillets. Yep, you can. Yeah. There we go, perfect. Did we want to mess around with anyone's trinkets before we leave? I feel like the Book of Sanity might be useful, particularly for you, because if you're in abomination mode, then you start taking a lot more stress. Though you do have the Book of Relaxation. I like the damage that the damage don't give you, but -4 dodge plus the -4 dodge with this is not great. So I tell you what, let's take that and swap it with this. Is there anything else that we'd want to give you? I don't think so. How about you? You don't have any stun skills. I think we just gave you this to hang on to, so we'll swap this out. We could give you the... In fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of your skills, certainly your camping skills, cause stress. I don't know if it causes stress for you, but you can hang on to that as well anyway. You've just got some speed stuff. That works out quite nicely. Yeah. And last but not least, I need you to stop talking so I can see you. There we go. Move, resist, dodge. Slightly lower speed, so it means you'll be going last, but hopefully it means you can pick people off. So yeah, I think that'll do nicely. So close that, close that. Now the question is, where do we want to send them? Do any of their okay, so you're a Warren's phobe and a wheeled adventurer. Haven't got any adventures in the wheel that we want to send you on, but maybe we won't go to the Warrens then. You don't like the Cove, so it looks like we're probably going to the Ruins. Wow, you have a lot of quirks. Ooh, you're a Ruins tactician and a Ruins adventurer. Yeah, okay. I guess we're going to the Ruins then. And this will give us a restraining padlock, which is a special item for our abomination. So yeah, that seems quite fitting. Let's go for the sonorous prophet. So we'll provision. I'm sure I'm going to overkill it again, but for a boss it never hurts to have extra food around. Just take a couple of shovels, a couple of keys. I'll leave it at the one bandage. Make sure we've got plenty of torches. And I guess if we're going to the ruins we'll take a holy water as well, just in case. And that'll probably be fine. How much gold are we spending? A fair amount, but we got plenty in the bank. Alright, let's give this a go.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
I mean, he wasn't wrong, was he?
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Okay, so here we are, we're outside the ruins, and interesting. So we've got sort of a forked path that we can pick. So, I mean, if I had to guess, I would say the prophet is either here or here, at the end of one of these branches. So the question is, which one do we go for? I think he's... Let's go for this one first. Worst case scenario, we have to backtrack a bit. So let's go for that. Ooh, stashed heirlooms right away. Nice.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I was going to say, at least there's no traps. And then suddenly traps. Because of course there is. This feels like a very short dungeon for a boss. I guess it is only an apprentice one. Hopefully we'll get some scouting events, so we'll see whether we're on the right track. Because if we can camp right before we get to the boss, then we can hopefully buff ourselves just a little bit. We are going through the torches fairly quickly, but I'm sure that's fine. First battle, we get a surprise. Fantastic. So I don't think we need to transform you yet. We'll just vomit all over everyone instead. Good. We blight the big guy. That's what I was hoping for. And in fact, we could stack up some blight on you as well, or we could just hit him in the face. 5 to 11. That's 1 to 2. And it'll stack up some blight. I don't have a protection rating, so I think we just pick to the face you. And maybe we go for a stun as well. Ooh. Resists. Luckily, because this guy is so big, we can snipe him as well. So we probably should have actually focused on one of these guys and tried to take them out of the picture as soon as possible. That was possibly a little bit of a misstep. That said, we've got him down to at less than half health, so the biggest damage dealer will be out of the picture, hopefully. So unfortunately you're stuck there, so we need to swap you back. You can just do another pick to the face, and then hopefully the blight should kill you next round. Yep, fantastic. So now we can focus on these smaller guys at the back. You are doing a fair bit of damage already, which is a little bit concerning. We're already on almost half health, so let's start laying down some damage on the back over there. Ah, can't actually target you with that. In that case, try and put a stun on you instead. That's much better. So you're gone, you don't need a corpse.
The sharpened blade.
You can take to the face because you're stunned.
Is broken.
And
maintain the offensive.
It won't stack up another stun. Oh, or will it? Nice. Oh no, of course it doesn't. He was still stunned, so it had no effect.
As the
But that's fine.
falls,
A little bit of damage. Let's get the killing blow there. Hopefully some more heirlooms. No such luck. But enough food that actually I'm probably going to just top you guys up just a little bit. There we go. No scouting event. That's a bit of a shame, but we'll head this way and see what we can see. Corridor fight. Only 3 of them, and I'm not particularly worried about that skeleton. The stress is a bit nasty. I'm a little bit more worried about health at this stage though, so we'll try and get a stun on you. Can't get a kill on either of these, unless we get a crit. Well, it could happen. No such luck though. But now hopefully we can finish them off with the bowler, if we're lucky. There we go, nice, double kill.
Onslaught. Destroy them all.
And now we can focus all of our efforts on you. In fact, it's about the same, right? So slightly less chance to hit, but more chance to crit, I think. There we go.
Obliterated.
So you burn off a little bit of stress, which is nice. Ooh, what have we got here? We've got a scouting whistle
Horrors.
for the Houndmaster,
Brought low and driven into the mud.
which gives us bonus scouting chance and bonus trap disarm. So not the strongest, not the strongest sort of combat stats, but quite useful out of that. And a stun charm, bonus stun resist, not stun chance. Well, we'll bring them all with us. Do want to have a look at these books? Let's get the occultist to have a look. Oh, unremarkable. Let's have a look at these ones then. Aha! Positive quirk. He's deadly. Interesting. That sounds promising. Another fight. At least they're surprised. So I think we're going to try and finish you off first. But I'm going to put a stun on you if I can. So that will sort of mitigate 2 rounds of damage almost.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And in fact,
There
we go. So 3 are out of the first round. This one's only temporarily out, of course. But now we can start piling damage onto him as well. Attempting Goblet's a little bit annoying, but you had the least stress anyway, so it's not too bad. And then pick to the face, so we take him out before he even gets to move. And you actually can't reach, so you can just do an absolution. A little bit of extra health, a little bit of extra stress relief.
But never hidden.
Perfect. I think we actually went into that fight,
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
or rather
They
we
can
come out of
be
that fight a little
beaten.
better than we went into it. Nice. So I guess we just use up some food straight away. And the question is, what do we do with these crests? I definitely want to hang on to the crests, so let's get rid of this jade. Aha, now we get a scout. So a battle, an empty room. Okay, well let's go for the empty room. Hopefully we get another scout here so we can see
Even
if
the cold
the
stone
profit's in the
seems
next room.
bent on preventing passage.
Because it'd be a bit of a shame if we sort of wasted our camp and wasted all of those
Packs
useful
laden
buffs.
with loot are often low on supplies.
You guys are surprisingly not that resistant to blight, so let's do that. We might as well do this as well. Which,
Another abomination.
as suspected, does kill them outright. Oh well. And then hopefully, boom. Well, that was a fairly easy fight. Okay, now what do we get rid of for this?
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I don't think I'm going to use this stun charm, which means it's basically just money to us, and money stacks better than charms. So I'm going to ditch it and take the deeds, because right now the faster we get everything in our hamlet upgraded, the better we'll be. Okay, do we get a scout? No. So do we risk it? If we camp here, and the boss is here, fantastic. If we camp here and they're not, it means we have to go back all the way around here and potentially waste all of those buffs. So I think we just feed you up a little bit. In fact, yeah, we'll go a little bit crazy with food. Just so that if they are there, you've got a fighting chance. But I think we save the camping to go back around this way. We'll sort of, yeah. Ooh. And we've got another fight here actually. At least we get another surprise, but still. Not going to be fantastic if the profit is right behind those doors. I think we assume that the Blight and our Gravedigger will take care of you, so let's try and get rid of you as well. It's a bit frustrating. Okay, so that means you're doomed. You're not. So I think we try and finish you off like this.
Executed
Could have
with
overkilled, but
impunity.
we could have tried to get the kill on this guy, but that would have been nice, but unlikely.
The slow death.
And unfortunately, you get an attack as well, despite being on 1 health.
Unforgiving.
Only does 2 damage. And then I suspect you get to go first. Aha! Unless. Wow, that was lucky.
Annihilated.
And then you can use your bowler.
Back to the pit.
Excellent. So let's burn a
Remind
couple more
yourself that
torches.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Burn a little bit more food as well, just in case they are behind this door. Can I feed you, or are you already full? Nope. Excellent. Okay, here goes nothing. Ah, and it's empty. Well, it's a bit annoying that we used up all that food, but at least we didn't waste all those buffs. Of course, if they had been there and I hadn't used all those buffs, I'd also have been annoyed. So I guess we got lucky. Does mean we've got to backtrack all the way through here though, which is a little bit annoying. Because sometimes you can get groups of enemies that do respawn along paths that you've already cleared. I don't know what the chances are of that happening, and I think it might be more likely if it's darker. So we'll make sure to keep the light nice and high. I'm going to skip this room because I guess it's possible they're in there, but I suspect they're probably in this last room here.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So we are going through a lot of our resources, but I think we've got enough to make it to the end fairly safely. I was going to say I've been expecting us we'll get a hunger event. This does mean we only just have enough food for a full meal at camp. So let's hope we don't get any other hunger events. In fact, we've got enough food for a feast at camp. If we get one more hunger event, then it's not the end of the world.
Ambushed
because,
by foul invention.
then we'll just have a normal meal. Look at that.
Wealth
Light it
beyond
straight away.
measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh, another empty room. This feels like a very empty dungeon. I suppose we have seen quite a few battles. Some more loot, 50 gold. Not a huge amount, but nothing to be sniffed at. Ah, another hunger event. See, we went all that way with without one, and then got two right next to each other.
Ancient traps.
And a whole
lie
bunch
in
of
wait,
traps.
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay. We are getting a lot of surprises. I don't know if that's because of one of our trinkets. It feels like we're getting more than we usually would. Okay, let's light you guys there. And we'll get in a stab for good measure.
Masterfully executed.
Lovely, so you're done for. Which means we can now focus all of our damage on, say, you. Excellent, so you're both done for.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
And so are you. Excellent. So 3 out of 4 done on the first round. And then we just have next round to deal with
This is
you.
how a life is taken.
Hopefully this... only 4 damage, good. Pick to the face. I don't... actually, you've not got a huge amount of stun resistance, so... worth a try. You do have a fair amount of protection, which is why you're resisting a lot of this damage, but there we go.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
So let's head down to this room. We will camp. Oh, another trap. At least we dodged it. So we seem to be getting a lot of surprise events, triggers.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Oh, we got a journal entry, but I don't know what that did. Maybe it was one that we'd already found. Oh, another empty room. Dun dun dun. So now we get a scout. And, yeah, of course they're in this one. So let's camp while we still can.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
So we can't feast, which is a bit of a shame, which means we get less healing and less stress reduction, but we're still doing okay. We can use some of these skills to maybe boost you a little bit, but all companions 2+ speed, all heal. What about you? Ah, that's right. We need to use your unspeakable commune to prevent that nighttime ambush, which is frustrating because it does add a little bit more stress. But it is a lot better than having well, a nighttime ambush. Yeah, none of these are particularly strong buffs. That's right, you have the interesting ones. So you can psych yourself up. You take a whole bunch of stress, but you do a lot more damage. So we could do that. We could do marching plan for 3, and then oh, you can actually remove disease. That's handy. And then I guess we're using courage on you to drop down that stress again. Chin up, dearie. Nice. Okay, and that's us out of time, so let's go to sleep. And then we can face the prophet.
The promise of safety.
Alright, here goes. We don't have any shovels, so we can't smash this open. We do have a key. So let's try unlocking it. Some gold, some crests. The crests are good. Less fussed about the gold. Certainly not bad, but the heirlooms are really, really what I'm hoping for at this stage. Okay, here we go.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Okay, so he's got these fractured pews. He's got a dashed pew, a fractured pew, and a pew blockade. Look at him just juggling his eyeballs. That's creepy. So he's made this calamitous proclamation, which means something terrible is going to happen to this person in the back. So we could swap people around if we needed to. I don't know how bad this is going to be, but you are on full health, which is good. So I guess... So you can't reach anything, so I guess we try and... Oh. No, you can't reach there either. So this would do 6 to 9 damage, this would do 3 to 5, so I guess we just do this. We try and smash some of these. I think you get a bonus, like bonus treasure if you smash these as well. You are going to transform immediately because that seems a sensible thing to do, especially with your bonus damage. And then I guess we rake, which will buff you even more. You can hit him there. 105 health is a lot of health. So, do we want to... Yeah, we'll start trying to stack up a little bit of damage there, and you guys can focus on clearing out these pews, and you two can just start dealing damage to him. 4 minutes. So, a sort of more powerful version of our Abomination's Blight attack. Okay, so there's that Doom. It's 13 damage, and annoyingly blighted as well. Okay, so he's attacking you next. So at least it's being spread out, but yeah, we do want to do as much damage to you as we can. So the quicker we get this this guy to tear through these blockades, the better. There we go, that brings him into range. I don't know if we... Yeah. I think we still do attack this just so we can help the Abomination get through it a bit faster, and you two can still start doing range damage. We don't have any food or healing items though, which is a bit worrying. Okay, you'll dodge that, which is really useful, and then rubble through it. Yeah, 18 damage, and there you go, boom, all the way down to the bottom. Oh wow, he's using it on both of you. Okay, yeah, we absolutely have to ignore the pews, so you can all start attacking. You can start smashing through it. Rage actually would do it, but I kind of want to... We'll keep trying this. It's a little bit greedy, but I want to keep using that rage so it keeps that buff. And now he can attack both of them at once. You can keep doing damage here.
Decisive pummeling.
Actually, if we do destroy this blockade, you're going to struggle to do huge amounts of damage.
To a killing blow.
There we go. The problem is when they inevitably get down to Death's Door because of double dodge. That was really, really useful. When they inevitably get down to Death's Door because of that falling rubble, the blight is going to be what kills them because it will keep ticking. So 5 to 11, 5 to 11, but this one's got a higher chance to crit. And it's just as accurate. Nice. There we go, crit.
And power.
Which will burn off some of the stress, because you're going to keep stacking that up. So this does 8 to 14. What does this do? This actually does more. Okay, let's focus with this then. I kept using the rate because I thought the buff would stack up, but I think it's probably better to just ensure he dies before they're killed. And again, I don't know, 8 health left. We could risk it. We could try and smash this down because I think we get extra treasure for these. Okay, that's a double stun. Okay, nah, I think we just kill him. Whoa, no, because that blight's gonna kill him now. No, come on. I think if we kill him, this might not tick. So,
did he foresee his own demise? I care not, so long as he remains dead.
yeah, so we get this consecrated pew for destroying that, which is super valuable, 2,500 gold. The shard of a wooden bench said to once hold followers of the Prophet. We get a ring, so that'd be quite useful on our Arbalist, and a protection stone. So let's grab all that, and then immediately leave before that blight ticks and we lose our cultist. Yeah, that's what I get for being a little bit greedy. But it worked out in the end, so we get an extra little bit of gold for that. And we are another step closer to defeating all the bosses. And we get this padlock as well for our Abomination, which will be really nice. So a fair bit of gold just for the quest reward, a fair bit of gold that we carried back, and quite a few quite a few heirlooms as well. But now all of you guys are level 3, so you can't take out those other apprentice level bosses, which is going to be a bit of a shame. Okay, so you're more resistant to bleed, which is nice. Minus 20% stress if torch is above 75. Photomania, interesting. And 10% scouting in ruins, nice. Okay, well that is all for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.